Product launches can be very stressful, but they can also be very rewarding. So I've made this video series to hopefully help you with your product launch. In this video series, I'm going to explain to you why you should do product launches, and I'm going to give tips on how to recruit JV partners and affiliates. I'm going to give tips on what to do before and during your product launch, and also other tips to hopefully um, increase the chances of you succeeding with your product launch. Why do product launches? Why not just have an evergreen product? Well, what I like about product launches is that there's usually a scarcity and urgency involved that drives up the sales and can result in more sales in a week than in a year or a few years for a certain product. For example, you could have a 7 day launch where at the end of 7 days you could increase the price of the product by a few dollars or even $100, or you could just shut down the offer altogether. And if you really want to sell that product again, you can always just relaunch it at a later date. Okay. Another reason to do product launches is that there's a possibility that you can generate thousands, tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, or even more. So there's always a possibility of getting that big windfall of cash, and cash is king. You need cash to operate your business. So that's one of the beauties of having product launches. It infuses cash into your business. Okay, another thing that it infuses is responsive leads, or in this case, buyers. Buyers are, as a rule of thumb, buyers are 10 to 20 times more responsive than freebie seekers. So it's very important to have buyers on your list. So you can also look at product launches as an opportunity to build your list with responsive leads. One of the keys to having a successful product launch is to have a lot of JV partners and affiliates promoting your offer. Okay, the more affiliates you have, the more money you'll make, as a rule of thumb. So to make your offer attractive, you'd want to offer high commissions. Okay, so let me just give you an example here. This is the current trend. A lot of people are doing. A lot of people are offering 100% commissions on the front end for a low front end price of say between $7 to $9.97. So that this is something that I actually do. This is what I did for my last launch actually. And then you'd want to have an upsell in the $47 to $97 range. Of course, this is just an example. I don't know what your product is. You could have a higher price range, but I'm just giving an example here. So you could have an upsell in the $47 to $97 range, and then have a downsell in the $27 to $37 range. Okay, if your upsell is lower than $47, your offer may not look as attractive or profitable to potential affiliates. Okay, but like I said, I don't know what you're selling or what you plan to sell. You could have an upsell that's in the $200 range or $500 range. But I'm just, as a general rule of thumb, at least it should be around $47, and then you can offer 50% commission in the upsells and downsells. You'd also want to offer prizes, and most affiliates do prefer cash prizes, and that's what a lot of affiliate contests or JV contests award is cash prizes. So take a look around at other JV contests, and you could get ideas of how much money you're willing to reward to the top affiliates. Okay, and if you offer big cash prizes, you can also set minimums so that you don't get burned. So, for example, if you plan to offer $500 to the top affiliates, You can make it a requirement that the top affiliate has to get a minimum of say 150 front end sales. Okay, because then from there you could probably calculate. Well, look, he's gonna, with 150 front end sales at 100% commission, that affiliate will probably bring in around say 20% upsells. 20%. I mean, 20% of the people that purchase the front end will buy uh, the upsell, and then from there you could calculate how much money or how much profit you're going to get from those leads. Okay, so basically, the profits you're getting, you're just using to pay out to the top affiliates. You must also have a JV page. A JV page is a page that has the details of your offer and how much money the potential affiliates can make. And you'd also want to have an opt-in form on there so you could build your list of affiliates. And again, what you could do is take a look at other JV pages and get ideas and possibly copy the format and style and what they say on there. Okay, you can also use JV page tools like Affiliate Builder by Omar Martin. You could just do a Google search for that. That's a WordPress plugin that you would install, and it creates nice looking JV pages that includes opt-in forms and all the. It basically makes building JV pages a lot easier, and it also has a function where it could just insert the affiliate links throughout all the email swipes and the banner ads and all the other affiliate tools. You'd also want to post your upcoming launch on product launch announcement websites such as muncheye.com. Okay, this is where I've listed mine in the past. Give it preferably 4 weeks in advance. You'd want to list it on there so people could prepare. You put it on their schedule, and so they could be aware that you have a product launch coming. You could also post on other JV network sites and product launch announcement sites such as jvnotifypro.com, jvfocus.com, etc. And you could also post on Facebook groups that are focused on product launch announcements. So you could just do a search for those groups. You can also contact marketers with whom you've worked with in the past. For example, you may have promoted their products in the past, you may have done an ad swap or bought a solo ad from them, or did some other type of work with them in the past, or you might have bought a service from them, or they may have bought something from you. Okay. Now, keep in mind that some marketers do like to be notified at least 4 weeks in advance. You can also contact marketers who are in the same industry as you. For example, weight loss, video marketing, etc. So you can contact other product creators who have created similar product as yours. You can also contact affiliates who have appeared in the affiliate leaderboards of product launches. So as you can see, there is a lot of work involved when it comes to recruiting potential JV partners and affiliates. And depending on your ambition and depending on how badly you want your product launch to be a success, you may have to spend at least a month um, contacting and trying to recruit JV partners and affiliates. All right, so there's a few days before your launch, and you make sure you have a checklist of the things that you have to get done before then. One of the things you have to make sure to do is to contact your hosting company and notify them that you might get a lot of traffic in a short period of time, and ask them if you have enough bandwidth to cope with this traffic. Another thing I highly recommend you do is to notify PayPal. Okay, if you get a sudden surge in sales and it's more than your usual daily activity, it may raise a red flag with PayPal, and PayPal may limit your account. They may hold your funds, and they may investigate what's going on, and who knows how long. this hold or this limit they put on your account will be. So you may not be able to withdraw any funds until the investigation is over. So I highly recommend that you notify PayPal in advance. What I did was I called them and I emailed them a few days in advance. I called them to put a note on my account saying that there may be a sudden surge in sales on a particular date for the duration of my launch, and I also called PayPal the day before just to confirm that there was a note on my account. Okay. Another thing you should do is a test purchase just to make sure everything is working all right. My last launch was on the affiliate network called JVZoo, and they have a function there where you're able to do a test purchase for 1 cent. Okay. Another thing you want to do is to double check your sales pages, make sure the spelling is okay, they look all right, and that's the sales pages are formatted the way that you want. And lastly, another thing that you want to do is to remind your JVs and affiliates a day or two in advance that you are launching and to get their swipes ready. All right, so your launch is now live. One of the first things you want to do is notify your JVs and affiliates that you are now live and that they could send out an email to their subscribers. You'd also want to monitor things to make sure that things are running smoothly. Make sure that your website is loading up fine with all the traffic that it's getting, and make sure that customer questions are being responded to. Okay. You'd also want to continue to add new swipe emails throughout the week so that your affiliates have fresh new content that they could send out to their subscribers. And you'd also want to keep your affiliates up to date during the week. For example, you could give them updates on the stats, for example, the earnings per click or EPCs. Tell them how many units have been sold, so you could make them feel confident that hey, this offer does convert, and you could also update them on your contest, so you can motivate them to promote. You could also hold more mini contests during the week, especially if your offer is converting and you're generating a lot of cash and profits in your launch. You can afford to hold more mini contests throughout the week and motivate affiliates to promote, bring in more sales, and bring in more leads into your business. Okay, you could also see how you can improve conversions and make your offer more profitable for affiliates. For example, you could tweak the headline, offer more bonuses on the sales page, or offer another upsell. All right, so basically, you'll have all these excuses to um, contact your affiliates, motivate them to promote your launch. Here are some more tips for you so that you could have a successful product launch. One thing you may want to consider is to do a pre-launch to build up the anticipation, similar to that of a movie or a sporting event. And this is also a great way to build your list, as all the traffic will be going to a squeeze page. Now, how long should your pre-launch be? Generally, nowadays, the few marketers who still do pre-launches, they generally do it between 3 days and maybe 1 day before launch. A few years ago, there were a lot of marketers that were doing pre-launches, and pre-launch, it was common from my memory to see pre-launches last for 7 days before launch. But nowadays, very few marketers do pre-launches, and the ones that do pre-launches for maybe just 1 or 3 days before launch. Okay, but this is something you may want to consider to create buzz and to increase the sales of your launch. Okay, another thing that you may want to consider, and this is actually something that I would highly recommend, and that is to put an exit pop-up on your sales page so that when someone tries to close your web page, a message will pop up saying, "Wait, would you like to stay on this page and we'll offer a free gift?" I'm sure you've seen those exit pop-ups before, and what this does is it captures the leads that you may have lost forever that weren't going to buy anyways, and you could have autoresponder series that will automatically follow up with these leads and try to promote the main offer with them. But most importantly, you are still building a list through this method, and you could promote affiliate products later down the road. Lastly, this tip I want to give is, well, it may not be for everybody, but what you may want to consider is a strategy of offering 100% commissions across the entire funnel. So 100% commissions on the front end and the upsells and downsales. Now, the downside of this, of course, is that you're going to have less profits during your launch. The benefit of this is that you're going to attract more affiliates because affiliates um, will will make more money with your launch. And if you have more affiliates promoting, well, you're just going to have more customers, more buyers, and just a bigger list of responsive leads that you could promote to later down the road with affiliate promotions. But again, this method may not be for everybody, so it's something that you may want to think about before trying, especially if you are in desperate need of funds. Then I would probably tell you to just go ahead and offer 50% commissions in the upsells and downsells. But again, everybody's situation is different. But this method, this 100% commissions across the funnel, is a strategy that is being implemented by some marketers, and some marketers are seeing great success with it. But again, it's something that you should test out, or think about. It may not be for you, but just consider it. Okay, so with that said, I wish you the best of luck with your product launch.